What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to make a video about time optimization and how I manage to do what I do. The reason being is I see this type of comment quite often down in the comments section. The comment goes along the lines of this, and this may not even be directed towards me. It goes something like, how is Evildea not divorced at this stage? You're doing 3 hours of Spanish, you're doing 2 hours of Mandarin Chinese, you make a video every single goddamn day, and on top of that, you work a full-time goddamn job. How are you, bro? Like, how has your wife not left you because you chose Spanish over her? First up, I just want to get out there. Me and my wife are extremely happy together. We've been together for 15 years at this point, okay? And in fact, this is probably our best year yet, because we are actually becoming less and less busy. Yeah, that sounds strange coming from me, but let me explain it, okay? I have, for all of my life and all of my relationship with my wife, worked 2 jobs. I've had a full-time job, and then I've had some part-time thing. Either I'm trying to build a business and it eventually fails, or I've worked on someone else's startup and I've managed to be successful in some way there. You know, I've always had something else that I'm doing. And I like to joke that that's the Chinese in me, which kind of sounds weird being married to a Chinese girl. Chinese in me. It's the work ethic that I've got. I've always wanted to do something. I can't just sit there and go fishing. Like that stresses me out. If you told me, hey bro, let's go fishing, I'd be like, bro, you mean I'm just gonna sit there and wait for something to bite? Can I watch some Dreaming Spanish while I'm doing it? Actually, that doesn't sound too bad now. But then the fish might interrupt me. Can we just sit there and I do Dreaming Spanish on the beach? Like, that's not me, okay? So I've always been someone who wants to do multiple things at once. However, that still doesn't explain what I do. So let's explain this by taking a step back in time and looking at my history. So I think it's about 2 years ago at this point, maybe more, that I came back to YouTube and I started producing videos every single day. Now, I had goals for my YouTube channel. Obviously, I have no expectation that I will get there, but I work towards goals, okay? The goals being that eventually YouTube will allow me to do what I want to do, and what I want to do is improve myself as an individual. So everything I do on this channel is in some way to slowly get me towards that goal of basically being paid to become a better human. And I'm slowly getting there, as you guys can see with my recent Lingo Pie announcement. So when I came back to YouTube and I started making videos every day, I was rusty at first. Sometimes it would take 10, 15 takes to make a video because you're never happy with it. So I could spend 2+ hours a day making a video, which obviously took a massive chunk out of time that I should have been spending on languages. I should have been fucking grinding, but I was grinding YouTube. Now, YouTube is important to me because it will allow me to eventually do what I want to do, but at that time, it was impacting on my language learning journey, and it's actually why my Mandarin Chinese slowed down for like at least a year there, okay? But again, it was important, so I needed to optimize this workflow. Now, YouTube started making money for me, and that's a good thing, but at the end of the day, I don't need the money from YouTube because I do work a full-time job. So I just took that money and reinvested it in the channel in order to give me more time back. So how did I do that? I hired an editor. For those who don't know, my editor is actually a longtime fan of my channel. So he understands me and my style, okay? And now all I need to do is talk to the camera, make the video. So realistically, the time I spend on a video at this stage is the time it takes you to watch the video. So I sit down, I talk to the camera, and then I'll spend 5 minutes copying it to a drive and then hitting upload, and then my editor takes over and does everything else. He titles the video, he gives thumbnails to the video, and that's pretty much it. So I've now managed to take what takes several hours to make a video down to sometimes, 15 minutes, depending on how long the video is. Although I have made a few hour-long videos recently. And my editor must fucking hate me for that, bro, because he's got to edit an hour-long video. But I've managed to now reduce the time that it takes there, therefore giving me more time back for languages. So that was the first challenge that I faced in getting a time. So you might think I spend a lot of time on videos, but nowadays, realistically, I don't. Now, the second point was, obviously, I had to get more time back. Now, we all have a limited number of hours in a day, and if you got kids, like, good luck to you. I can't help you here, okay? I don't have kids. This is for everyone else out there. The one thing I noticed is I spend a lot of time on social media. And by social media, I mean even just YouTube, okay? And this is going to sound bad coming from a YouTuber, but I spent a lot of time on Facebook, just randomly commenting on people's posts. I spent a lot of time on fucking Twitter, getting into fucking random arguments about shit that does not matter. And even in comment sections on YouTube, okay? Like, I spent a lot of time, probably 3 hours a day. And I realized that, and I was like, well, that's wasted 3 hours a day. One, it's not contributing to my channel. Two, it's not contributing to my languages. It's literally doing shit all except for probably training some random AI algorithm out there in how to shit talk an Australian, okay? So I figured, let's roll this into YouTube. All those videos that I wanted to watch on YouTube, I now watch on my channel. It's why I do reactions, okay? Because it allows me to watch the videos that I wanted to watch while also helping me grow my channel. So now I've rolled two things into one, and therefore I can learn about languages without feeling like that is wasted time. I'm literally contributing to the growth of the channel. Now, when it comes to social media, well, you don't actually need any of it. So I got rid of my Twitter, I got rid of my Facebook page, I got rid of fucking everything. Like, if you want to contact me, literally the only way is via email, and I will probably ignore you unless you're trying to like work with me in some way, or via my member section in Discord. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't hang out anywhere else. I don't have anything else because I deem pretty much all social media except for YouTube to be a waste of our fucking time. Like, I don't see the value in it anymore, okay? So yeah, that got me back about 3 hours a day, which then allowed me to take up a language challenge. Now, the language challenge I chose was the Dreaming Spanish one. And I chose that for multiple reasons, and I've spoken about the main reason on this channel many times before. The main reason being I want to test a method which is kind of controversial. So there's a lot of discussion around it as of right now. So it'd be great for the channel. It'd be great for me to learn if like this is actually a thing, like if this is the thing we should all be doing, and also just make videos, okay? And of course, learn a language, Spanish. Although I was not too particular on the language I was learning at the time because, again, learning languages for me is just a mental exercise in improving myself. So there was another reason, which I haven't spoken about before. That other reason is that in researching this method, I realized that this would be a very, very easy way to learn a language. The slowest, most likely, but the easiest, because there is literally no setup. You don't need to plan any lessons. You don't need to find you need to find some materials, but I literally signed up to a service that gave me all the materials I needed for ages, okay? You don't have to have a build up to, okay, I'm going to start studying now, get yourself into that mental mood for it. It's literally, you just turn on a video and you watch. It's the same as I did with the 3 hours of just bullshit I was doing on social media anyway, but now I'm just directing it to Spanish, okay? Now, is it as fun as the bullshit I was doing on social media for the first hundreds of hours? No, but I was just looking more at the long-term goal of I'd be able to eventually just shit talk in Spanish. So that seems like a benefit to me. So I basically just swapped over and I started using that language method. I got videos out of it. I'm getting a language out of it. I'm improving myself as an individual, and I'll eventually get to do everything I wanted to do anyway. For example, I wanted to play lots of games, but to me, playing games is a waste of time. Funnily enough, coming from a game developer. But now I can do that in Spanish, and I've literally been doing that. And I've been doing that in my member-only series where I play Left 4 Dead with one creator, and then I play Split Fiction with another creator. So I'm playing games, learning a language, growing my channel, doing all these things together. So I like to stack multiple things to optimize, okay? Now it comes to the Chinese. So Chinese is a language I've been learning behind the scenes by myself, doing 1 hour to 2 hours a day, okay? Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes absolutely nothing. But it was always one where I was only getting two kind of points out of it. One, I could use it with my family, and two, I could kind of talk about it in videos every now and then. But it kind of pissed me off that I was unable to utilize it more on this channel, and I wanted to find a way, and that's why I started my Lingo Pie series, okay? One, because I've now managed to negotiate a sponsorship which literally pays me to learn the language, and two, I get to make videos out of it because, well, now I've got content for the language, okay? And three, I know when I get good at Mandarin Chinese, there's going to be so many more media opportunities that open up for me to help grow my channel. And of course, I get to improve the language and speak with my family. So for me, I always look at things as how can I stack multiple things in order to utilize the same amount of time? Now, everyone's life is going to be different. Like, this is not going to one-to-one apply to you guys. I can't just say, well, you guys go do exactly what I'm doing and it's going to work out great for you, because most of you aren't YouTubers. But I'm sure if you sit back and you think about it, okay, what can I get rid of that I don't need to do? Okay, well, most of us don't need to be on social media, okay? If your goal is to grow a business, okay, how can you grow a business that both utilizes your hobbies in some ways and helps improve you as a person, okay? I'm sure there's something you could do there. And that's pretty much just how you need to approach it. How can I stack multiple things that I enjoy or I want to do together? That's how you get more time back. Because realistically, we all have the same amount of time in one day. Like, It's just 24 hours and we need to sleep. And I'm not going to recommend that you actually remove the sleep portion because then you will fucking burn out. We all need our sleep. But there's one counterpoint to all of this that I want to add at the end of this video, which is actually very important for you to realize. If it does ever, these things start impacting on your family or your life, family comes first. So for example, I went to China, okay? And when I was in China, I did barely any Spanish. I was just spending time with my wife and having a good time. Now, I pre-planned that whole trip. I did more hours beforehand. I made videos before I went. My editor uploaded them while I was over there. But that trip was just me and the wife having a good time, not thinking about any of this shit, okay? So I didn't have to stress about that stuff too much. There was a couple of instances here and there where I worried about a few things, but like realistically, I put all that aside and I even did way less Spanish hours while I was over there. That obviously impacts on my Spanish journey, but at the end of the day, fucking life comes first, you know, like family comes first. Now, when it comes to home time, while I'm sitting here, my wife just enjoys watching her TV shows. She likes watching them, okay? And for me, those TV shows aren't of much interest. So I just do my study instead. And then, you know, she's done watching her TV. I've done watching my study. Well, it is technically. I've done doing my study, okay? Then we just go out and do shit together. And in fact, when you've been with someone for as long as I have, 15 years, you don't need to spend every moment with them, okay? In fact, there will be times where it's like, bruh, I need me time because I know fucking everything about you. We're happy to spend an hour together a day going for a walk, you know, talking about what we've done that day. And then the rest of the day, we just want to do our own hobbies and live our own lives. That is pretty much marriage after like 15 years. You can expect that. Any successful marriage pretty much goes that way. People are like, this is my little cave. My own room cave. She's got her own cave. She's got a female cave. I have a male cave, okay? And we do our own things and then we hang out for about an hour or so a day. So that's pretty much it. That's how I've managed to do what I do. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Maybe it will inspire you in some way. And of course, sub to this channel. And if you want to support my channel, become a member. And that can help me improve myself and share my improvements with all of you guys. See you all in the next video. And if you're not there, I will find you and stab you. Sorry, people got upset when I stopped being violent. So I'm violent again.